The sweet aromas of the apple fritter, cinnamon roll, and blueberry muffin are hard to resist. So making it home without reaching in your McDonald's bag is no easy task. But nothing worth doing is easy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
Hi, I'm Mike White.
And I'm Rob St. Mary.
And we're the hosts of the Projection Booth podcast.
If you haven't heard of the Projection Booth, that's okay.
But we think it's time that you have.
We've been doing this for over 3 years now.
And we think we're doing a pretty good show.
Every week we look at a different film and put it in context.
We try to bring you interviews with the people behind the films.
Or experts on a subject matter covered in the film.
We don't specialize in any one particular genre or type of film.
We try to examine every aspect of cinema.
From every corner of the globe.
Even at 3 years, we barely just scratched the surface.
But we're ready. We're ready for you to listen to us.
That's right. Now's the time to give us a shot.
Download us through our free smartphone app.
Or through Stitcher, iTunes, Geek Juice Radio, Jackalow.
Or our website.
projection-booth.com.
We'll keep making great shows.
Now it's your turn to listen to them.
Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. From Asthmacore Studios near Detroit, Michigan, it's Unregimented.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
But
Turn my headphones up!
Turn them shits up!
Turn them shits up!
Oh, I gotta show you a picture, Chris.
Right.
Radio for two.
Yeah?
Oh, here's the beautiful thing. Now that I'm sitting here doing this like a fucking moron, I don't know why we weren't doing this before. Never thought to tell you, gentlemen.
See my boots?
I can look shit up on the internet. Yeah, I can fact check too. That's what's up, son.
So,
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that middle finger. You like that? Oh, shit, gentlemen. This is either going to be wonderful or a fucking catastrophe. I haven't figured it out
we're
yet.
professionals. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Excuse me.
Don't get me started.
This is show number
I will
69 or 70.
69, dude!
Possibly.
It is
If
now.
you're us and we're you, what number are we thinking of right now?
69.
Yeah,
27.
sorry.
Can't believe they never.
42, motherfucker.
Anyway, we were going to do an intro, right?
Hi.
69.
Hi, kids. Welcome to another Unregimented. We're like a bad virus. We just keep coming back. You can't shake us. Finally, all four of us. Technology.
Yeah.
Finally coming into play here. I'm Chris.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Rich, apparently, on the other end of this line.
I'm rich, bitch.
I wish, sir.
Well,
Definitely.
Comparatively to third world countries, you are fucking loaded.
I know that's a false
Yeah.
equivalency, but okay. Yes. Yeah. Well, I just can't. I cannot believe that for now, I don't know how many months, probably going on 4 or 5. I've had this headset and never thought to do this with you guys. That just proves never leave my ass in charge of anything to do with engineering.
I just thought you hated me, man.
No, oh, dude, come on now, sir.
I'm just fucking with you. That's
If
the
I
inside joke of it.
hated you, it'd be better radio, so
Yeah.
I'd have to be there. So.
That would be fun.
It's weird to have this, to know that Rich could possibly not be wearing pants.
Thank God he doesn't have a camera.
You know, Rich, you kind of sound like Kevin Smith over the radio. Or this is kind of like hearing you over the radio.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Speaking
It's
of
not an
Kevin
insult.
Smith, speaking of Kevin
It's not an
Smith,
insult.
I happened to
I'm
catch
totally okay with that.
the TV show Man Caves.
You sound like a sick Kevin Smith, like if he had a head cold. I'm sorry.
It's all
There
right.
we
No,
go.
it's fine.
There we
So-
go.
So
That's what I was waiting for. Go ahead. No, go ahead, gentlemen.
Are you sure? No. I just catch this episode of Man Caves on blah, 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 whatever fucking network.
Yeah,
And it was-
science probably because that's
No, it was
they'll
Kevin,
show anything now.
Yeah, you know, shit. It was Kevin Smith's house. They redid
Yeah.
his basement. He does podcasts apparently.
He has a bat cave, doesn't he?
No, not at his house. No,
Oh, okay.
Dude, he's got like this, like he's got the glass where like you can flip a switch and you go and just blanks out. You know?
Oh yeah,
the sweet glass.
Yeah,
But on his desk, like they built on his desk, that in the corner, there's a elevator that just comes up and it's his dad's urn. It's pretty fucking cool.
That's
Really?
weird.
Yeah, but I was like, really, Kevin Smith on
That's
Man Cave?
odd.
So okay, it's a TV
Well,
show.
Kevin Smith really, really
I get it.
holds his dad in high regard.
No, it's totally
the whole reason
awesome,
he got
dude.
into movies was his father.
Actually,
so.
you should see it. It's a pretty cool little elevator at the corner of his desk.
mean-
like it goes from just being like a piece of wood and it
So, it raises out of the desk.
out of the desk, and you can see his dad's urn.
I have my.
That's pretty damn cool.
I have an old cat in a tin on my dresser, so
I mean,
who am I to say it's weird?
Oh no,
but
I'm not saying
the fact that
I
think what's
meant to
weird is the
imply
fact that there's a production behind it. Perhaps.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, but think about like that combines two of his major influences for film. Really, his father and superhero shit. I mean, that's totally superhero.
It's totally
that's
cool.
some Batman
It's
shit.
a really nice fucking desk.
It really is. Yeah,
it's really cool. But it threw me off that Kevin Smith would do such a mainstream type television show. I guess is where I'm going. I mean, but good for him. Like, mad props to fucking.
No, he does Comic Book Men.
Yeah, I know, but that's not like fucking DIY network. Come on, man. You know.
No, okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, I will say this about the one thing that maybe Kevin Smith and I are polar opposites apart on is the fact that once you're gone, your remains to me aren't that big of a deal.
Right.
And it's hard for a lot of people in my family to hear because they go, what happened to, your mother's remains? And I'm like, she was cremated.
Yeah, but it's
and they're in this box.
The physical
and
thing is just a representation.
I don't understand what the big deal is.
I agree with you, and I don't think that I would have any special attachment to the physical remains or ashes of a loved one.
Well, here's the thing. I saw my father after he died underneath the lights of a mortician light. Yeah. And that's very harsh lights. And when I walked in and saw him, I was like, whatever. Yeah. That's not my dad. That's that's the vessel that carried whatever my dad was. I don't know if it's spirit. I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. That's just what carried it. It was only once we put that in the ground and he wasn't cremated. He was buried and we put it in the ground. That was a bigger deal than to me, if you cremate somebody, you have their ashes, they're there with you forever. You take them wherever you go.
It's a lack of closure, is what I think what you're getting at. Yeah.
Well, in a roundabout way, but I mean, at the same time, you really want closure. Open up the fucking box, find out what your fucking loved ones look like. You're going to get closure then. Like, is that a piece of bone? Yeah, pretty much. So, but it's not the whole fetishizing of death that we go through. Like, well, we have to plant them in the ground and put a tombstone. And if your tombstone raises up higher than another one, then that means you must have been more important and all that bullshit.
I'm of the same spirit, but I think the difference here is how people remember the dead. And some people are able to keep the memories of that person alive in their head and talk about them or whatever it may be. And other people, they need some kind of physical thing to attach to it, whether it's a superstition or a religious belief or whatever you want to call it.
I actually think
that helps them. That physical thing helps them.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't have my mother's remains. My mother never told me she wanted me to keep them, never told me what to do with her remains, never told me what, if she was to die one day, what to do with her remains. My grandmother, very specific.
Yeah, me too.
I have her remains. I have to make a trip to a certain place down south to fulfill half her wishes, and then the rest of her remains, her wishes were to stay with me. And she's cremated. So take from that what you will. It's just.
Well, you're honoring her wishes. Rather, some people they need it's physical attachment. We covered this ground, and closure never happens. But I mean, there's a difference between that and honoring.
I don't know if that necessarily means
putting
that
someone
closure
in the ground
doesn't happen.
Putting someone in the ground is pretty, final.
Yeah,
and that's how we are raised in American culture to understand death. It's like there's always that burial. But, I mean, let's be honest, that's not practical. It's not intelligent. It doesn't even make sense from a religious point of view as far as ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So, now we cremate.
Have you heard of burial by air? There's a certain term for it, which is escaping me, but aerial.
Oh, what Hunter S. Thompson did? Put him in the fireworks?
No. Actually, it's a process of leaving your body out basically to be picked clean by birds. And then
you mean like what happens in all countries without morticians?
Like what happens in the desert constantly.
You're starving in the desert. Jim Morrison dream.
Getting totally jerried out in the middle of nowhere.
dude, when I'm dead, just do it with me what you will. Just
yeah. I'm right there with you on that. You can't, once you die, it's not about you anymore.
It's about the people you leave behind, yeah.
Right.
And what they got to do to let go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it is a process. I mean, anyone who's lost someone very close to them knows it's a process. So that's why I forgive people their temporary insanity about, oh, no, you can't cremate him. That's like him in the fires of hell. And I'm like, did you know him on a Saturday night? He's going to hell anyways. I mean, really, I got pictures to prove this with me in them, so he'll have good company. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I like the way the Jews do it. You got to be dumb, and you got to be done and out by Saturday night. And no matter when it happens Friday morning.
That's
you got to be
that regimented grieving process that they have.
Yeah,
you
got to be in the ground by the end of the Sabbath. That's how it goes. The end. You die Saturday morning.
You believe in hell. Not the New Testament hell, so they don't believe in eternal fire and damnation.
I don't know. I just know that they got to be buried by sundown on Sabbath. So if you die Saturday morning, you better have everybody in town that you need, or you're having a memorial service in a week. 'Cause that's how the Jews roll. Quick, efficient grieving process.
Yeah,
efficient.
God bless the Jews.
Well, I mean, even there's. It's not even just the burial process.
They're efficient with money and grieving.
Isn't it the same way with the actual grieving process itself? Like there's a set number of days that somebody is supposed to grieve for a loved one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We're Gentiles on Jews, ladies and gentlemen.
Only thing I can tell you is that my family's Southern, and at a certain point, they'd prepared the body, they brought it into the family's home, presented, and this is old school, presented the body in the living room, and you're just sitting there going, where am I sleeping? Not in here with this thing, right? Seriously? I mean, I'm not even joking. That's how it was. And of course,
like True Blood.
Children sleep together in the living room with the body. So you're terrified of death because now you got your older cousin going, he's going to come back and eat you. That's how it was in my family.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah, exactly. You always got that one cocksucker who just can't, just won't let it go. So.
Sarcasm is a way of grief management.
Yeah.
Catholics love to celebrate grief.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. There are already just certain things that I've already told my parents, this is not happening at your funeral. I cannot handle the way they want me to do. There's too much public display of grief. Like there's this thing that bugs the shit out of me. It's called lying in state, and basically it's your last hurrah. You've done your time at the funeral home, and now we're going to the church. And then you're lying. They pretty much reset the whole shebang and bang up in the back of the church, and then it's another hour of everyone gets their final goodbye.
Right,
and then. They've heard everybody into the church, and then you get to sit there and hear of the last time the family's going to see this person because they close the casket. They get, children, wives, brothers, sisters, immediate family all around. And it's fucking ridiculous. I told my parents, I said, that's not happening at your funerals. No.
Right.
I said, that moment gets to be between me and my sister. And your grandchildren and whatever siblings you got left. No.
So is it a moment where they actually close the casket?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they don't even close the doors of the fucking church, so you can sit there, hear the family losing their fucking mind. Well, it's like that. I hate that shit. It's fucking, and that it's just par for the course.
See,
of
every
the whole
Catholic funeral I've been to for my wife's family has been cremation. So it's just this friggin' box up at the altar of sacrifice or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, well, lucky you.
Yeah.
Because these things, I mean,
modern Catholics.
I'm fucking Protestant.
I mean, it's physically
not even really, but I was raised Protestant.
It's physically tiring after going to one of these funerals, just from
I remember as a kid, you going to. There was a viewing at somebody's house. Then you go to the church, and there's the body again. And then you go and bury it. And it's like,
yeah, they do that too.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Then there's a ceremony at the cemetery after.
I've never. Well, I mean, I've been there when somebody passed away at their house, but I've never been to somebody's house for the viewing. It's always been at a funural home.
Yeah, then there's a ceremony at the cemetery
somebody's
after.
House.
That could depend on. I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys.
I've experienced both.
Yeah.
And a lot of times in the Catholic one, they don't bury the body. Like sometimes it's like, all right, we're here, cemetery, another hallelujah, holy shit, and then everybody goes on. But I mean, there's the very rare few where now we continue to the grave site. fuck that. Maybe it's just going to be the way I grieve, but you know what? Like, all right, say my piece, and I'm out. Like, I don't need to watch you bury the box. Like,
Yeah.
A friend of mine died when I was 17. He was 15, and actually, it was a Catholic funeral. It's kind of like that. I don't remember all of it. It's kind of fuzzy because it was really fucked up time. But no, I actually threw like a shovel full of dirt into the hole. His father made me do that, and then
that's part of it.
Another friend of mine passed away when I was 22. 22, yeah, about 22. I found him dead, and I had to throw that in there, of course. And I also threw dirt into the hole. Like I was the fourth shovel, which is fucked up.
No thanks.
Yeah, no.
Well, wait a minute, Jay. I'm assuming you were very close with these fellows.
Well, yeah, close enough that
like you said, yeah. So, I mean, the family was maybe asking that in
respect.
Yeah.
Now, would I want to do that out of my own choice? Fuck no, man.
Fuck no, of course not. No, but, man. The family
I've never felt such a heavy shovel in my life, twice. And then, and I've been a pallbearer twice, too, and them fucking things are heavy.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, you need to take all the shit out of there? I mean, damn.
I know. It's supposed to be an honor, but...
Yeah. No, it's heartbreaking.
We are available for motivational speeches.
I want to be eaten by tigers.
Yeah.
No.
I don't really care how my
I don't want to die that way. I just want to be fed to them after.
I don't care what happens to my vessel, man. Whatever's the cheapest and most efficient. Like, I'm cool with that. And, I want a fucking party. Like, have a fucking party on my behalf, and then you're done. Just remember.
Jettisoned into space?
That'd be rad.
There's so much shit out there.
That'd be rad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But no, I like the party idea also.
Yeah, I just want a party, man. Like,
as you jettison me into space.
Just throw me a party.
Yeah,
party in space where you jettison it into space.
I'll allow you to cremate me if you need to have some sort of process, and maybe you keep a little bit if you want anyone wants to remember me. But that's weird. And the rest you can put in a capsule and shoot into the rings of Saturn. I will just be distributed amongst the dust. I will become part of the rings of Saturn.
I can care less. I'd rather, honestly, I would rather if it were my choice, but it's not legal. I would rather just be buried without a box or a freaking anything, so that way I just become.
That's the best part, though.
Earth.
You become compost for
the worms eat me, and the birds eat the worms, and the freaking predators eat the birds, and then I ate the predators, so whatever.
To achieve my goal, though, all I need to achieve my goal is for one of my kids to convince me that that's what's going to happen after I die, and then they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Right, just dump you in a dumpster somewhere. Whoop, there goes Dad.
As long as my final thought is, at least I'm going to space.
Actually, I want to be put into as many pill form capsules as possible, so people take me as a pill and have to shit me out.
Hold on a sec, Jay, I got to be honest with you, bro.
What's up, man?
I've done my fair share and a few other people's fair share of drugs. I don't know if I can handle doing you.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's coming off like completely wrong now.
I know what you're talking about. I got you. Not into gingers. I get it. She told you fucking hated me.
But no, man.
I'm kidding.
Popping a pill and calling it a day. Jesus Christ, dude.
You're going to shit me out.
Thank you for listening, liking, and sharing Unregimented on Facebook, following us on Twitter at UnregimentedPod. Thanks for all of the new followers on Twitter with Unregimented. Appreciate it. You can subscribe to Unregimented on iTunes for free by clicking through the iTunes banner on ChristopherMedia.net. Android users, you can find the show on Stitcher Radio. If you like what we do and you would like to show your support for us, you can donate to Christopher Media by using the PayPal button on ChristopherMedia.net. Please click through the Amazon banner and bookmark the page. It won't cost you anything extra, and when you buy something, it will help to show your support for Christopher Media. I'm going to start a band called Phantom Power.
Yeah.
As long as our first single can be Wookie Pussy. Come on.
Yeah. I had like my drum machine band name, just me fucking around, was Rotary Hammer.
It's also the nickname for his cock.
I have some techno songs that I've written under the name Helmut Hammer.
Yeah, Helmut Hammer.
Speaking of, You guys like Helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. Who would Mastodon?
They're coming for $20 at the fucking bag.
Nice.
Can we do this?
Yeah.
Can we all come up with $20 and can we find a designated driver?
Collect our money and get $20 and then like
Talk
stand
to
on each
Scott.
other's shoulders with a long
Hey,
trench coat.
If we pay for Scott's ticket, he is a good designated driver.
Oh man,
He doesn't drink.
I think we
Here's
could
the
all
thing.
pitch in
I
on
wanna
a
go.
ticket for Scott.
When is it?
We have this wonderful invention called. Go ahead, Hattie.
The intranet.
There we go. Why don't you let me Google that for you? Do I need to send you the link, or do you got that?
Oh, so what's the deal with the show then?
Like
what's
that,
your plan?
Spelled like the headgear?
Who the fuck is it? Mastodon and who the fuck is it?
Something ridiculous.
Mastodon? You don't know? Oh, I mean, I'm not laughing about it. I'm cracking because I.
No, we're talking about
hit some ditchweed, but Mastodon. That's a. I don't even know what they sound like, but I'm imagining they're a metal band.
Oh, Mastodon's awesome. I
don't know who the fuck
love
they are.
Mastodon.
I just know I've heard their name.
Mastodon, High on Fire, and Gojira.
Fire's fucking awesome.
Gojira. No, I know them. Yeah.
Okay, so they're kind of all in the same territory, at least in my mind. They're probably subcategorized as different things.
Members of Tool and Mastodon joined forces.
Joined forces. There we go.
For a new super group.
Enough said.
That's
All
right,
I dig me some Mastodon. Or
did we find out when Helmet's coming? Or
I went to
hold on.
karaoke
Wait.
the other day.
I gotta say though, because we were talking about Helmet. Have I told the story about throwing the shoe at Paige Hamilton's head?
I think you're about to.
Did I tell that story on air?
I think you did, but I want to hear it again.
March 17th at the Magic Bag.
I will be in New
No,
York. No, actually, I will be in New Jersey.
Wow, I just lost.
Dang.
I just lost half of the support to see. Hey, let's go see Helmet. Yeah. No, not on that date. Sorry, fat boy.
What was the
Welcome
date?
to
I'm
middle
down.
age, dude.
Hey,
Welcome to middle age.
Helmet
and
on
me,
St.
Rich.
Patrick's Day?
It's a $20. That is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh shit!
Fuck! I didn't think about
Fuck
that. I don't
that.
care about the fucking drinking.
What the hell, though?
You just
But they're gonna play it. They're gonna play all of Betty and then another hour-long set afterwards. There's no openers. It's just them and the Magic Bag.
wow.
Yeah, I saw them.
It.
I saw them with
Like we got to go play this. Place. It's called the
Sepultura
Magic Bag.
and Ministry.
I was there.
Yeah.
That was a brutal fucking pit.
Yeah, that's what made me remember that I had indeed told the story of throwing the shoe because I told it when you were here, Jay, and you were like, I remember that shoe.
Yeah.
But
Scott would remember that shoe too.
Aaron, Aaron,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Down? I'm down.
I'm down. I'm down like a clown.
Down with the
fool.
sickness? Are you down with the sickness?
I want to see Mastodon. I've never seen them, and I will totally see Helmet again. They put on an amazing show.
Mastodon and Tool.
I was just reminiscing about all the good shows that I've seen at the state fairgrounds.
Oh, no, he's talking about their German counterpart, Helmut.
Helmut.
Damn it! Now I got a Helmet song stuck in my head. Unsung.
Oh, I'm
Unsung
sorry.
in
Do
my
you not like them?
Oh, I love fucking dude. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I've got
all right.
Unsung stuck in
So,
my head too.
I was-
It's not
I
even
went-
my
no,
favorite.
Fuck unsung. Let's
I
get
know.
me time.
I know.
I know. I get that too. but-
Wilma's Rainbow.
yeah, right. So,
Biscuits for Smut.
well, the thing is when I go to karaoke, like the fucking karaoke guy I know really well puts me up for Unsung by Helmet. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking sing that. Are you fucking crazy?
You can do this. You can do this, and that's all you need to do to play unsung in karaoke. Dun 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 dun.
Beavis and Butthead style.
Yeah.
No, so I go up to him, right, and like, I know karaoke's like top 1,000 basically, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey man, you got anything from Godflesh? And the dude looks at me with the dumbest look on his face, goes, I've never fucking heard of Godflesh. I'm like, what?
Don't at least have their cover of Eleanor Rigby?
Well, right. And I'm like, God. He's like, you mean Godsmack? I'm like, yeah, but
Godflesh,
no, I
Songs
said,
of Love and Hate.
right.
Yeah,
but no, I said, yeah, I meant Godsmack, but like, you don't know who the fuck Godflesh is? He's like, no, I've never heard of him. I'm like, okay. I walk over to my wife. I'm like, he's never heard of Godflesh. And the whole table's like, ha, 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 ha. I'm like, he looked at me like I was weird. And I'm like, the feeling was, I think, more me looking at him. I'm like, what the fuck rock have you been under?
No, see, my thing is when I ask for Godflesh and he goes, I go back to my table and I'm like, he's never heard of Godflesh.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Wrong God band.
yeah, neither have we. So what's your point? I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down now. They haven't heard of Godflesh. Don't.
Yeah.
That means not. Yeah. So apparently, I need to hang out with your family much more often than I hang out with mine.
Well, that was my wife and her friend's sister, who's like 50, and they all fucking know who Godflesh is.
We're not talking Godsmack. We're talking
Godflesh. Yeah, Godflesh.
Okay. Songs of Love and Hate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just checking. Cause,
yeah, we're on the same
I need
page,
to hang
dude.
out with your family more often, apparently. So.
Hey, dude, where do you live? Karaoke, 8 Mile and Gratiot every Friday. I'm there.
I'll take a cab, sir.
Yeah, you ain't gotta sing. Just come laugh at me while I try.
Every Monday through Friday, you can check out a new episode of our Christopher Media show. Monday and Thursday, you get Unregimented. Tuesdays, you're going to get the Weedsman Podcast Nugget, which is the precursor for the big show on Fridays. Wednesdays, you have the Projection Booth. Check those guys out, projection-booth.com. A lot of buzz starting to circle those guys. Check them out. Even we were interviewing a podcaster from Canada a few weeks back, and he shouted them out. So they got reach. People like them. Check them out every Wednesday. Projection Booth, ChristopherMedia.net. If you're looking to launch your own website, please click through the HostGator banner at ChristopherMedia.net. That's who we use to host all of the Christopher Media shows. And when you sign up for HostGator by clicking through our link, you're helping to support ChristopherMedia.net.
How about Quicksand? Like you ever listen to Quicksand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Oh yeah, Phaser, fucking.
Okay, there you go.
Dynamone, great shit, man.
Yeah, the first album got some traction.
I hung out with Scott like from the time I was 14 till
Slip. Slip.
So
it's great. It's great shit.
Then the second album I really enjoyed by Quicksand.
Do not play
Didn't
that
do as
Pharrell
well.
Williams happy song. I will fucking leave.
We had Rich live in person on Sunday.
Wow.
He was here.
Wow.
Ass.
And it only took begging rides off of two people that should have been like, get a fucking life, you 30 fucking soon to be 8-year-old.
You didn't have to beg,
dude.
No, you know what I'm saying. Come on, everybody, calm down. I'm
so
nah. Chris was like, Rich wants to make it, and I was like, what time does it need to be picked up?
And could he use a hand job?
I appreciate it very much. So,
what part of town
really
are you in?
West Side. Bitch, you know the sign.
I do.
World motherfucking wide.
No, isn't it the shocker sign?
It does look like it would be a decent sexual move.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Two in the pink, one in the stink. Isn't that the west side?
Actually, they crossed their middle fingers.
Oh, that's right.
This is the west side, yeah.
I can't do that shit. My fingers have been broken too many times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you fucking...
This is happening right now.
Sadly, I'm sitting here going, I can do that, and I've only broke one of those fingers. So
4 white men in their late 30s debating on the west side gang sign.
This is the one we used to do in high school.
Folks? Are you throwing
poop?
Folks?
I think he is.
Folks?
No, I'm throwing poop.
Folks
poop.
up, folks down?
No, that was at my school.
Okay.
So I went and saw Kevin Meaney on Friday.
Oh, my God.
TV's Uncle Buck?
We're... Damn.
I got fucking drunk on Friday. I got drunk on Saturday, and I got drunk on Sunday. My liver hates me. I didn't get too drunk on Saturday, actually. It was like a beer. I got drunk on like power of being on stage, so I guess that's drunk.
Yeah.
But I was drinking every damn night. I'm like, man, I just need to get back to the puff pass.
Did he do his shtick about pants?
Yeah, well, dude, it was really fucked up, man.
Did he do the I don't care dance?
Yeah, but what was really fucked up, I didn't know he was gay. He came out. So,
yeah,
whatever. I don't care. I mean, obviously, fucking obviously.
I knew before he came out, but
right.
Go ahead.
No, but I mean, okay, so he does.
About Kevin Meaney?
Kevin Meaney.
Yeah. So we're 50 minutes into his set, right? And we're sitting right on the stage. It was fucking great. Like, the stage is like right here. My knees.
Where the fuck did you see him? The Wired Frog?
No, dude, the Wired Frog.
Do you know who we're talking about? Have you seen him, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
I seen him at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle in Royal Oak.
I just thought the 90s were over.
And his jokes.
No, the 90s
dude,
are
I'll be honest, man. His jokes were a little stale. Like I think, like I'm the youngest person that could have understood the jokes that were there, and it was pretty obvious by some of the age group people there. But I mean, it was pretty good, man. It was like a couple hundred people maybe. And this couple, they're probably in their early 30s. They're sitting right at the front of the stage. This girl gets up, puts her coat on, 50 minutes into his set. Gets up, puts her coat on. And he goes, hey, the show's not over yet. You guys are leaving already? You're leaving already? She goes, yeah, I'm okay with that. And like the guy gets up. Yeah, the guy gets up and goes, it wasn't very good anyways. And they walk out.
Oh, damn.
They're not quite out the door, and all of a sudden you hear, fuck them! And everybody, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Everybody stands up and gives him a standing ovation. But, dude, you know what? That fuck that guy set up. Like, it fucked him up that bad that when I met him afterwards. Yeah, right.
I used to be in a band. Whatever.
Yeah, right. Me too. Yeah, whatever.
Par for the course.
Dude, you guys suck. I've heard that so many fucking times. That's your opinion, dude. Yeah, go back to listen to fucking Taylor Swift. It's cool. So, so it's like, I met him afterwards, right? And Rich, you didn't see it, but I just showed them a picture of me and Kevin Meaney. I actually am like choking his head off practically. Yeah. I have my arms wrapped around his head. And
cool.
Yeah, it was totally fucking cool, totally cool guy, but that's all he was talking about. He's like, I can't believe 50 minutes into my set and these people get up and leave. Like, wouldn't you get up earlier?
Right.
Like, why would you sit there that long?
Maybe they're holding out hope you'd be funny.
Well,
and gave up.
Yeah, right. You know how it is sometimes comedians are like, okay, this sucks, and all of a sudden like the last bit of his set is like fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But he was funny, but not as funny as I've seen him before at Chaplin's. He was way fucking funnier then. I think he's just going through some shit or whatever. But whatever. It was a good show. It was worth it, man. I sat up front. It was fucking great. And but it just totally ruined his show. And I couldn't believe that he didn't heckle back. You know what I mean? Like, come back with it. Like, he didn't. It threw him way off. It threw him that far off. Like, he must not have felt the crowd or something. I don't know.
Do you think maybe he's like just he's a very polite guy?
No, he's an asshole.
Happens to be funny.
He's a fucking asshole, actually. I mean,
okay, but here's the thing.
No, he's heckled back before because he's got that song. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care. If
no, I was just asking.
He goes after the audience. So.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
I didn't know he was still doing stand-up.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was like $25, and it was sitting next to the stage. I mean, that's whatever. The dude on before him was funny. I don't know
how awesome your immune system is.
No,
now you can.
Fuck that. So yeah, I mean, it was cool, but I could not believe that he let that bother him. Like a comedian of his level, you know what I mean? He's been around for a long fucking time. We all know who Kevin Meaney is, for crying out loud. You know, like that's a pretty popular comedian.
Yeah, but he didn't. It's not like he ever did a movie or. No. But, hosted a show. Maybe that was one of the things that was just like holding him back.
To pee. You gotta pee.
I have to throw the flag on this one. I don't know who he is. I'm trying to figure it out. What you guys are talking about?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, like cool. I'm looking at a bunch of guys on Twitter.
Yeah.
Unless he's shirtless with a bunch of them, I don't think this is the Kevin Meaney we're talking about here.
No. Do you remember back when they tried to make a TV show about Uncle Buck?
Yeah.
He was the guy who played Uncle Buck.
He was Uncle Buck. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't. Right. I know. Horrible. I know.
He did have a TV show.
Yes.
Right. He was on Saturday Night Live. He's been on David Letterman. He's
his name. Yeah,
but he never.
Kevin Meaney.
So we're spelling it
M-E-A-
Kevin with a K.
Yeah.
Mennie.
Oh, Meaney.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, this motherfucker. Okay, all right. My bad.
There we go.
Dude, he was okay. So he was arrested.
People.
He was he was arrested for actually grabbing a National Guardsman's fucking M16 at the airport.
I know.
He's lucky. That's all he was.
Well, yeah, that was just after 9/11. So, and then he got arrested for elbowing another chick in the. He elbowed her in the chest in the airport too, but
meaning not just a clever name.
Wait a minute. He got shook by. Okay, so he's done all this shit, and he got shook.
Yeah.
By someone in the audience.
Yeah, that's what's fucking weird, man. Like dude, I'm a fucking nobody bar star, right? And I don't get shook by that shit. Like, you don't like my stuff, whatever. Your taste sucks. I mean, it's you're allowed to have your opinion, but it really was weird. He must have had a bad night or something. I mean, he did say, "Is anybody in the house gay?" And nobody said raise their hand. And he's like, okay, so nobody in this room is gay, but I walk outside the doors and it's gay. Everybody's gay. Gay.
Where'd you see him at?
Ridley's Comedy Castle in Royal Oak.
Oh, he's too far.
Yeah.
He's too far up the road. Oh, shit. Couple miles down Woodward, he'd have been better.
Yeah, he's funny.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, right. He is fucking funny.
No, all I gotta say is Ferndale.
Yeah.
Fashionable Ferndale. Stop.
Yeah. Stop it.
I mean, but no. Okay. All right. Well, maybe that was his new shtick with people fucking with him. He just plays it cool, and then he's like drops knowledge on him. I mean, 'cause that's what he did, man.
Right?
Isn't it? He's like, is anybody gay?
No,
it just kind of was the very beginning. That's how he started.
Oh, my bad.
No, he started off that way, and he was. What happened was he did I guess you'd call it a duet-ish kind of thing. He had like Frank Sinatra. Oh, he was also in what's that fucking Hairspray? He was in the fucking Broadway production of Hairspray. I don't know why.
No,
I only know that because I heard that at the. Yeah, I saw that movie. But anyways, no, he was actually doing he was singing like a number, a Frank Sinatra number. I don't remember what song it was. And it was basically, he was singing one part and like Sinatra was singing the other. And he was like holding the mic like Sinatra was there and wrapping his arm around the air like Sinatra was there. And it was really bad. It really was. It was not.
It was like watching Clint Eastwood address the chair.
Yeah, it really would have been, it would have probably flown really well with an older gay crowd. Like seriously. I mean, and I'm not trying to, hey, he fucking made me laugh a lot of times, so I guess that makes me whatever.
Oh my God!
Yeah, fuck
you might be half gay.
That makes you.
Hey, you know what? I might be gay. I've never met a man that I was attracted to, so I guess it's still out on that.
You're still alive.
He's open. He's open options.
Hey, if I ever find a man I'm attracted to,
I don't know. You see Kevin Meaney one or two more times, it might turn you.
Yeah, maybe. If I go see Hairspray, it'll probably turn me. Let's see. He's like, yeah, Broadway.
Stop.
Yeah, stop it.
Oh, but no. Hey, you know what? Kevin Meaney. Okay, let's talk about real quick.
Somebody you
think
have
about
no idea who the fuck you're talking about.
No. I got you. But
gotcha.
He's from that. What would you call it? Like early to mid '90s. Half-hour comedy hour type comics.
Yeah, right. He's 58 years old, man. So he's still doing 58-year-old comedy.
He's a fucking grinder. He's a guy who's out there every fucking night he can doing his shtick, and he's trying to improve it as he fucking goes. Right. Unless he's like a John Panette, where he's like, well, I do the whole I'm fat thing,
right?
And that's what he does. So.
No, it's the I'm gay thing. It was all I'm gay, and he sang a bunch of shit, and he was making Johnny Mathis jokes and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, Johnny fucking Mathis, Frank Sinatra, like, come on, man. And he sings, like, dude, he's fucking great, but it's like, like his act was 3/4 musical. I'm like, okay.
Well, his act was kind of that old Tonight School act.
Exactly.
And it was great then.
Right.
It doesn't play now.
No, it doesn't. No. The guy before him was kind of funny. He was a younger guy, and he, made everybody laugh. So, whatever. It was fine. But it was cool to meet Kevin Meaney. He was really, really nice, down to earth, like, wasn't a dick at all.
Yeah.
Just, appreciative of everybody's ooh and ah, and I wasn't even going to get a picture with him. My wife's friend's like, get over there and get a picture with him.
Yeah.
She's like, put your arm around him. I'm like, I'm going to give you a big-ass bear hug. He's like, okay. And I did. And he's like, ooh, I'm all wet. I'm like, take it easy, killer.
I got my picture taken with Ron Jeremy, and he's got.
Did he sign
me
it?
Me and my friend.
Whoa! You did?
Yeah, me and my friend my roommate at the time. He had us both in a headlock.
Did he fall asleep?
Was this when he was at the Emerald a few years ago?
No, this is prior to that. Way prior to that,
dude.
But we had a friend of ours take a picture, and the camera got fucked up. Lost the picture.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
So you had fucking jizz hands all over you?
He had some new, at the time, digital cameras were still pretty new, high-tech shit, and he had some crazy-ass one because his daddy was rich or something, and the card got corrupted or he fucked it up. Who knows?
Probably didn't format it right or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Either way, no picture of me exists with Ron Jeremy. No evidence of my story.
You got a buddy of mine that's got a picture of him with Ron Jeremy, and Ron Jeremy signed it, said rock out with your cock out.
Yeah.
Did he bring out the hog?
No.
Christ.
Hey, did you guys ever hear the story about Patton Oswalt tag teaming a chick with Ron Jeremy?
What?
No, you never heard this
That
story?
sounds like the worst threesome ever if you're the woman.
Well, it
I
is
want
what
a
it is.
$1,500 bonus on top of my $1,500 bonus. Fuck that.
But no, apparently,
It must be how it'd be like a human pair of dumbbells, like round, skinny, round.
She was probably like, I'd rather do interracial anal, please.
Not the guy from Ratatouille.
It looked like written out Morse code. Dot, dash, dot. What letter is that?
all right. Okay, well, anyways, according to Patton
like a
Oswalt,
spit roast, only the pigs are on the end.
He had a hookup with Ron Jeremy and this chick. And while he was hitting it from, on the backside, Ron Jeremy
Eiffel Tower
was up in the front.
Is this recently?
This is last night.
This
is at the Grammys.
Hold on.
Is this at Pornhub?
Who does Monster Rain?
What?
Who? What?
Guns N' Roses?
Rain. Jesus Christ.
That's November Rain.
Let me just do this.
It's like rejected names for my cock.
Really?
The Alienator.
Is this
Monster
a porn
Rain?
site?
Really?
Monster Rain?
No.
What are you talking about then?
Put your fucking pants back on and talk.
Jim Norton.
Oh, okay.
talks about having a threesome with Ron Jeremy and a chick. Okay. Long story short.
Wait,
Jim
that is
Norton's-
not Patton Oswalt, man.
Man, what the fuck?
Like, I believe Jim Norton way more than Patton Oswalt, dude.
Okay.
Now your
So
story
Jim
makes
Norton-
more sense. And actually,
Okay,
I
so-
do remember hearing about that.
Excuse me. I was wrong. My bad. Fuck. All right. So Jim Norton's getting ahead. Ron Jeremy's hitting this chick from the back, and Ron Jeremy looks up at Jim Norton and goes, "Hey, how comfortable are you?" And then he goes, Jim Norton. This is what he said. Ron Jeremy buried it in this chick, and I was just waiting for my dick to get bit off in front. And I was just like, what the fuck kind of fucking, you're going to tell a story like that? Like, wait, hey, do you know any celebrities? Well, I was fucking this chick with Ron Jeremy once, and
Hey, that's a hell of a lead to a story.
Well,
I would be interested to hear more. Like, continue.
I'm not saying that Jim Norton isn't.
I got you.
I'm not saying that he isn't funny, that he isn't quick on the draw a lot of times, but a lot of his success in comedy is his complete lack of filter. There's no, you feel like you know the real Jim Norton, like you know everything because he's like, what would that man hide? The stories that he's told.
I don't know. I agree with you. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, does he tell stories about,
by the way,
playing a game around the neighborhood when he was a kid, involves touch each other's dicks or
he'll
something?
be,
that's Monster Rain. Yes, every
Yeah.
time it rained, he would grab his buddy, pull him under his porch, and suck his dick.
I mean, that's a friend, man. That's a friend. That's friendship.
I'm just like, this dude just fucking said this shit. And he meant that shit, and that shit's for real because I can tell by the look on his face.
Well,
I'm
James
like, you know
Taylor.
what? Hey, man,
So you could-
where
you
got a
were
friend.
you when I was 12? That's all I'm saying.
You can meet Jim Norton at Andiamo's in Warren on
hey.
September 26th.
Oh.
There we go.
Ask
I
him
don't have to wait
yourself.
for a blowjob. I'll wait. There we go.
A scant 7 months from now.
Especially a good one when it rains under a porch. There we go.
Tim, how you doing? Does it look like it's going to rain outside?
Hey,
We should seek
Hey,
some
here's
shelter.
a porch too. I don't know. It's crazy.
Random.
we're just
Chocolate,
gonna make a.
peanut butter. How did these two things end up together?
You know, I have a porch at my house. It looks like it's gonna rain.
There's a fucking picture of them two nailing that girl.
No, there's not. There's not.
Yes, there
Just
is.
Stop.
I'm showing it to Chris right now,
No
and it
way.
has a
Okay.
caption that says "Lucky Girl."
Yo.
man.
The Facebook unregimented conversation. Post the fucking link, or it never happened. I don't buy it. Come on, man.
Chris, back me up, brother.
Send it to him.
Why can't you post the link?
I
Just
will
post
because I'm showing it, and Chris is like a little busy, one hand under the table, the other one freaking looking at my phone.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, guys.
There's-
Could you step outside for about 10 minutes?
There's pretty much no doubt about what you're looking at in this picture, and if anybody did any Photoshop on it, they were fucking damn good.
Yeah,
That is pretty fucking convincing.
That means
That's
I gotta save the shit to my phone.
Tell your wife,
Damn,
no,
there's
it's,
no
it's
doubt.
Sir, it's
There's
that
no
good.
doubts.
It's that good, sirs.
yeah, it's definitely who
God
it
damn it.
is.
I can't fucking share it.
Ironically,
good.
ironically,
and
they
his
hide
face.
the woman's face.
Okay, do this. Go to
I-
Google. Go to Google and type in Jim
They have some
Norton
class.
Ron Jeremy. and just look at images. It's right there.
Yes, sir. There is apparently, yes.
You're welcome, sir, I guess.
But no,
everybody is doing it.
Jim Norton, the base of his cock is that far away from her lips because I didn't think he was that hung. That's all I'm saying.
I think you're overthinking it.
Jim Horton.
I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at her ass.
Jim Horton.
Maybe she's got a big mouth.
Yeah, something. Damn. All right. Damn, Jim Norton. Yeah. Do your thing, sir.
There you go. You're welcome, by the way.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you.
Now you got something to whack to tonight.
Oh, sir. You don't even want to know what I have to whack to tonight. In fact, this is
we
going over the radio.
We should have a discussion
Airways.
regarding your favorite whack time.
Prank caller. I'm done.
DraftKings.com, daily fantasy sports leagues, no season-long commitments. You can enter free or paid contests and win your share of over $200 million in prizes. Football's done, but we got basketball. There's even fantasy MMA now. Still curious on how that works. And baseball season coming up. I know about a month here, baseball drafts are going to be starting, but if it's sports, they got it on DraftKings.com. There's fantasy something. When you click through the DraftKings banner at ChristopherMedia.net, you will get a free first-time deposit bonus when you sign up for DraftKings.com.
Which somebody said to me, they're like, Tesla was a bitch. I'm like,
what?
Are you fucking stupid? Tesla was like 10 times fucking Edison. Shut up.
Well, Edison had a bunch of people working for him.
Yeah. Well, what pissed me off about the show is they didn't discuss how, like, they just showed like the light bulb working. They didn't discuss how like he had failed like 2,000 fucking times, and and then George Washington Carver comes in and goes, there you go, and gave him the light bulb filament. Yeah.
There's shit. I wish
Washington Carver.
I wish I could remember.
Motherfucker, dude. You want to talk about a bad motherfucker? Oh, yeah? George Washington Carver, dude.
He put the chocolate in the peanut butter.
Well, it was more than that because, he was a patent clerk, okay? I don't know if you know much about him. I guess you could wiki him or whatever. And he was a patent clerk. And this is how he ended up with Edison, was like he would get patents in for submittal, and he would actually like redesign the patent so that it would be better and send it back to the people that submitted the patent and say, you have your patent on your design and this design now. And he like made it, but we got some hum. There it is. And here you go. And like was totally cool about that. And he did that for Edison a few times. So Edison hired him on because that's one thing Edison was good at, was like finding out where he could harvest talent, Shit. George Washington Carver, freaking Nikolai Tesla.
Smart people surround themselves with people smarter than them.
Well, right, but less business savvy.
I wish I could remember the name of this show. There's a British show that it takes shit like they explore the light bulb, how we got the technology of the light bulb, but he doesn't start with anybody involved in actually making the light bulb. He takes everything as far back as he possibly can to just explain step by step and to give you this idea that all technology, all science is like that. It's all based on, previous technology. Everybody's standing on the shoulders of giants.
Sure. Like Ford, he wasn't the first car manufacturer. I mean, he's the first car manufacturer. He's not the first car maker.
Right. And even if he was,
the assembly line.
There's so much more technology that came in advance of that led up to the car.
That's really what Henry Ford was. He pioneered the assembly line, not the automobile.
Right.
Yeah, at a certain point, we started revering people who were better in business than more so just inventing or science in general. It's like, Edison and Ford, they were great businessmen, very successful.
We know their names.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tesla gave Westinghouse the patent.
Yeah.
Gave it to him, royalty free.
Yep.
Because Westinghouse couldn't get any backers, and he was broke when he came to Tesla and said, "We're done. Don't have any money." Tesla goes, There's my royalty contract because you can't get any business because it's my royalty contract.
Are we calling England?
Call from Mr. Pink.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Floyd.
There you go, baby.
No way. Hello?
So what are we talking about now?
What are we talking about? Yeah.
It's called unregimented.
Jeb Bush running for president. He's throwing a $100,000 a plate freaking fundraiser dinner tonight.
Yeah. He's the front runner and will probably continue to be because he's going to, once you become known as the front runner, that all the money just starts funneling towards you.
No She-Bush?
No. He's also saying...
She-Bush.
Palin.
Dude,
come on.
She's fucking yesterday's news. She is not strong enough.
But I'd fuck yesterday's news, so go ahead.
Well, you're right, whatever, man. Just put it in her mouth so she shut the fuck up.
I'd only fuck her if I was sure she wouldn't like it.
Wow.
Damn.
They make them.
We just you realize that this
I'm not
is
saying
me
rape.
hurt.
I'm not saying rape.
You want to hate fucker.
Maybe that's it.
All right then. Well.
Hey guys, thanks for listening, thanks for clicking, thanks for liking, thanks for sharing, thanks for subscribing for free by clicking through the iTunes banner on ChristopherMedia.net. Thank you for telling a friend. I probably already said that, but that's how important it is because that's how podcasts work. We drop every Monday and Thursday. Check out all of the other shows on ChristopherMedia.net. So stay tuned, thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time.
If you enjoy this show and want more people to know about it, head on over to iTunes, leave a comment, and rate it 5 stars. Make sure you like and share us on Facebook, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Just search for Christopher Media. Thank you in advance for supporting Christopher Media by clicking on the PayPal button and by clicking through to all the sponsors who support ChristopherMedia.net. Most importantly, we would like to take the time to extend an extra special thanks to you. Christopher Media could not exist without your support. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net, and thank you for listening. Christopher Media. Let's make some noise.
The sweet aromas of the apple fritter, cinnamon roll, and blueberry muffin are hard to resist. So making it home without reaching in your McDonald's bag is no easy task. But nothing worth doing is easy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
You work hard to find the right soybean seed for your fields, and you stand by your work. So do we. That's why we put our soybean seed through strenuous testing and provide precise varieties and expert agronomic support for your operation. Ask your authorized retailer or your BASF Agronomic Solutions advisor about Credenz, because credibility isn't just part of our name, it's our commitment. Credenz soybean seed, from the experts that